welcome Misty to the Maury Show. Now, three months ago, Misty's entire world 3 months ago was turned upside down when she received a message on Facebook. Think about this. The message was from a man named Kenny. He claimed to be her long-lost father. Here's the problem. Misty never thought she had a long-lost father. She grew up with a guy she thought was her father all her life. Until Kenny all of a sudden contacted her. So now she's praying that a paternity test solves this family mystery. Watch.
3 months ago, a total stranger turned my life upside down. A man named Kenny messaged me on Facebook and told me he was my biological father. I grew up knowing a different man as my dad. He was in and out of my life, but nobody ever said I wasn't his. My mom never even mentioned this guy. And I can't even ask her about him now because she died. I asked my dad if what Kenny is saying could be true, and he told me that it's possible that I'm not his. I've had the same Facebook account for 15 years. I'm not that hard to find. I'm so angry with Kenny, who I've never even met. He's stirring up all this drama and pain in my life.
Okay, so Misty and Kenny have never met face to face. They're going to meet for the first time on this show. But I get the feeling that you're more angry than you are emotional about this.
Yes, Maury, because for 29 years, this man has not been in my life. And then all of a sudden, he messages me on Facebook 3 months ago and wants to say he's my dad.
You talked to your boyfriend about it?
My fiance, yes.
Joe is your fiance?
Yes.
Joe, nice to see you. So, Joe, you encourage Misty to pursue this?
We talk about it. We almost lost our relationship behind this, too. We talked about it real good, and when he shot the pictures of his sister, she kind of was dead on him.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So the picture of his sister looked like Misty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
So,
all right. Now,
Maury, when I was younger, I had a gap between my teeth, and when she was younger, she has a gap between her teeth.
I see. Your mother never told you anything?
Never, Maury. She never even mentioned him.
Now, everybody, if you didn't hear it before, Misty's mom died some time ago.
January 2009.
Did you ask Kenny about your mother, what they were together?
Yes, and he knows a lot about my mom. He said that they was together in April of '85. I was born January of '86.
Yeah, that kind of works out.
I asked my dad too, but my dad said that it was a possibility that I wasn't his, but that he didn't know Kenny.
Right. You told our producer you're angry with Kenny, whether he's your father or not, because of all this time wasted.
Yes, for 29 years. If he is my father, where's he been for 29 years?
Okay, well, this is what Kenny had to say. Watch.
I believe today I'm going to be proving the father of my long-lost daughter, Misty. I was in a relationship with Misty's mother, Cindy, back when I was a teenager. She left me back when I was 18 years old, and I never saw her again. Cindy's always been in the back of my mind, and I've searched for her for years. 2 years ago, I came across Cindy's name on the obituaries on the internet. And then I seen Misty's name. Crazy, because when I seen Misty's age and added up the dates, I knew I was her father. I want her to know that I've been searching for her, and I want her in my life. I already feel a father-daughter bond with Misty, even though she has her doubts. I'm just praying that the results go my way, because I want to get to know my daughter.
You haven't seen each other ever?
No, Maury.
You are now. Here he is, Kenny. Kenny, come on out. What do you think?
She's your mama.
Huh?
She's her mama dead out.
She doesn't have any.
Where have you been for 29 years, though?
I've been
You
looking
haven't
for
even
your
been in
mother.
my
I've been
life.
looking for your mother for 25 years. I found out she passed away 2 years ago.
My grandmother's had the same number, Kenny, for since
I didn't know
was in
your
kindergarten.
grandmother. I didn't even know you existed, honey. All I knew that her dad lived in Lawton.
Why, if you didn't know anything about that, you didn't know anything about her, why all of a sudden on Facebook do you reach out in such an emotional way?
How else would I was going to do it? I couldn't get her phone number.
And more, he turned my life upside down because I got 3 children. Now my 3 children is asking me if their papa that they was raised around is not even their papa. My whole life for 29 years has been one lie. My own man thinks I'm losing my mind because I cry to him every night.
She's not losing her mind, is she?
She's going through that emotion because
Well, I can understand.
Look how long it's been.
Right.
I'm gonna ask this man, what are you gonna do if this really is true? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna give you my heart. I'm gonna love you. I want to meet your kids. I want to be your daddy. I want to be your grandpa. I've been looking for her mama
you
for
missing the
25
point.
years, dude.
I understand, but I deal with this every night. You just come out the
And
blue,
then how
man.
do you think it's going to feel
30 years.
when you do find her and she's already passed away a couple years ago?
I understand
and
that,
then
but-
you find out that the girl that she had
I
was the
understand.
name that I picked out before
But I
she left.
understand that. I don't know nothing about that.
You all talked about names?
Yeah.
And you talked about Misty?
She picked out. That's her second. That's her. I told her this when I called her on Facebook. The first time I called you on the phone when I dialed your number.
Well, guess what? I think we've waited long enough.
Thank you.
By the way, Kenny, how many children do you have?
None.
None.
Kenny, if it come out this is not your daughter, don't make that call no more.